Podcast Network Asia. FirstMetroSec is providing this podcast as a general market commentary. Reference to any specific security, product, or entity do not constitute as an offer or a solicitation of an offer to buy or sell any financial instruments or to participate in any particular trading strategy. The statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed by the hosts are subject to change without notice, and FirstMetroSec is under no obligation to update, amend, change, or correct any of the statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed. The statements, comments, views, and opinions expressed by the guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the view of FirstMetroSec. FirstMetroSec disclaims any liability arising from reliance on or reference to any information obtained in this podcast.
You are listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast, where we feature timely and relevant discussions on the Philippine stock market and the economy in the hope of providing you investing and trading guidance. Here's your host.
Hi investors and happy holidays! It's Anjz from First Metro Securities and you're tuned in to Market Bets. If you're on the hunt for fresh trading ideas or simply want to know which stocks deserve a closer look, then you've come to the right place. Today, we'll be diving into the key highlights from our latest update on Manila Electric Company, or MER for short. We are reinstating coverage with a buy call and a target price of 650 pesos. MER is one of our top picks for 2026, thanks to its strong dividend yield and solid earnings visibility. For 2025 alone, MER is already on track to beat its record high profit target of 50 billion pesos. Looking ahead, we expect earnings per share to grow by 6.5% in 2026 and another 5% in 2027, driven by the following. First, on demand, MER serves 27 million Filipinos across a huge area that represents half of the country's GDP. With annual customer growth of 2.5% to 3%, demand continues to rise steadily. Second, there is structural energy demand tailwinds. MER is well positioned to benefit from long-term shifts in energy use. Think about the rapid adoption of electric vehicles, projected to hit 50% penetration by 2030, and the boom in data centers, with the government projecting 1.5 gigawatts of capacity by 2028. Both trends will drive incremental demand, especially in MER's franchise area. Third, regarding generation ramp-up. Meralco Power Gen, or MGen, is aiming to double its net sellable capacity to over 10,000 megawatts by 2030, with solar projects leading the charge. This generation business is expected to grow faster than the stable distribution segment, giving MER another earnings boost. Now, let's talk about what could make us even more bullish on Meralco and where the risks lie. To get more positive on the stock, we'd like to see favorable results from the upcoming rate rebasing exercise in the first half of 2026, lower electricity prices, which would encourage more consumption and drive volume growth, a faster ramp-up of Meralco Power Gen's capacity, adding more generation to the mix, and a higher dividend payout, which would directly reward shareholders. On the flip side, here's where things could go wrong. Lower distribution tariffs, which could weigh on earnings. Weaker demand if the economy slows down or if cooler weather reduces electricity use. And a tight power supply, which could push generation costs higher and dampen demand. So to recap, that's a buy call on MER with a target price of 650 pesos. And that is all for today. Thank you for listening to Market Bets. If you found this helpful, make sure to follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, that's First Metro Securities, and on TikTok at FirstMetroSec. That's it for today. Catch you in the next episode.
Thanks for listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast. Don't forget to follow us to get first dibs on our new episodes. For more up-to-date market news and info, exclusive content, and the opportunity to connect with your fellow Filipino investors and traders, join facebook.com/groups/FirstMetroSec and be part of the First MetroSec family.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia, the hosts of the program, or other programs of the network. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.